Welcome to the 16-ounce Cinema Podcast.
Hell yeah, and welcome to 16-ounce Cinema, where we drink pints and talk pictures. I'm here with Nightmare City, Angus.
Hell yeah, dude.
And the Dream Warrior, Michael.
Heck yeah.
Is that what you're picking up?
And
Heck yeah. I need a cool catchphrase. I don't know.
I love that it's kind of effeminate too. It
is a little effeminate, isn't it?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I'm touching my
Gosh.
skirt while I do it.
I imagine you were tucking your dick when you did it.
At least it's not like cool beans.
No.
I hate that.
Yeah, if you said
Barf.
cool beans, I'd be really upset.
I'm going to try for something.
All right, so this is our episode where, like, dreams... Mike, your theme, as I understood it, was daydreams, is it real, whimsical.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's what I got too, man. I don't understand it either.
Why would you pick something you don't understand, dude?
Because I really didn't expect to win, and I had a movie in my hand, and I tried to guess what it would be. And
in your hand?
Yeah, it was literally in my hand as I was talking last episode.
Do you just hold movies while you record?
No, it was like 2.5 hours in, so I just picked up the movie I had in front of me and just started looking at it. And
Wait, what? You picked up a movie and then based the theme on that movie?
No,
and then today told me you hadn't yet watched a movie and had to pick one out?
Well, even worse, I based the theme on my incorrect interpretation of the cover.
So it wasn't even correct.
No, I didn't even watch that movie. No, totally not.
You're
just blind buying Blu-rays and then picking the themes off of what you think that blind buy Blu-ray is about?
This was the one-time only occurrence, so no. One time only.
Oh, yeah. Usually you have them picked out and you choose a theme that basically only that movie fits.
Yeah.
This happened twice then.
I will always go back to that dumb comedy one.
Yeah.
At least this theme was broad enough that we could find something, although I don't think I adhered to what you had in mind at all.
What was the second part you said? You said 3 things. What was the middle part?
Daydream, is it real, whimsical?
Yeah, I don't know what I don't think I watched the movie at all dealing with any of those 3 things.
Well, we have beers to drink.
Yeah.
It's my night to go first.
Yeah.
So I'm in a grab what's in the fridge night because we're recording a day earlier. But my beer does relate because my movie came out in 1932 and my beer has a 33 on it.
This is the oldest movie we've ever done.
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right.
So I'm drinking Rolling Rock, 33.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I am drinking another coconut ale. This one's a blonde ale called Hawaii 5 Ale, but it's from Illinois, which is weird, but whatever.
I had that when I was at your house with you,
yeah.
And it was very delicious. It's not coconut. Well, anyway, you can tell us.
I haven't.
It's your beer.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I guess I'll open it soon. Angus, what are you drinking?
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell Angus what it says on the bottle. It says it's coconut and passion fruit and guava and mango.
I hate
peach.
all of those things.
Yeah, don't forget the peach. You probably hate peaches too.
Peach is okay. I could do.
How
peach.
do you feel about Illinois?
Fuck Illinois.
Fucking hey, you hate everything about this fucking beer.
I said the peach was okay, but everything else can
Oh,
be.
If it was from
Fuck
Iowa, you would have had something. But
Yeah.
I just want to bring
so
up.
Angus, what are you drinking?
I just want to bring up, like, if you guys hear a fucking chainsaw on my track, like, because I'm seeing it on the fucking screen of a goddamn chainsaw. They're cutting down trees because we had a storm come through here, like, a couple weeks ago, so... Sorry, people, that's what you're hearing. It's not a fucking...
A little late on the ball there 2 weeks ago.
Well, dude, it's like every weekend has been shitty. Like, it's funny. Like, every day has been fine except Sundays. It storms like a motherfucker every Sunday.
Oh my God, are we seriously talking about the weather?
Yes.
Yeah?
We were talking about chainsaws at first.
Dude, you talk about flowers.
Yeah.
I can talk about chainsaws.
There's color and beauty and life in that. We're not so old that we're talking about the weather, though.
I mean, clearly you're wrong.
Yeah.
So
We have nothing left to say to each other. We're just talking about the weather.
No, it made sense. There's a guy.
Like, I don't know you guys anymore. I refuse to know you. Let me just small chit chat about the weather. So you're saying the last 2 weekends has been pretty stormy, huh?
I hate you.
I have a fucking chainsaw track like I'm recording a goddamn horrorcore song. Like, I'm letting people know why they hear that.
That's like more motorcycle. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, that was a motorcycle.
King Gordy comes on our track.
Oh, hell yeah. I already drank what I had, and it was nothing special. I drank a 40 of King Cobra malt liquor,
Nice.
and I've had...
It's gonna be another one of those episodes.
Yeah, and I've already had 3 Keystones, and I've got like 3 more sitting here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going fucking
right.
hard tonight, guys. So,
All right.
So, Mike, you're the only one of us not drinking bum beer. How is it?
It's actually pretty good, but the only reason I'm not drinking bum beer, I actually bought 2 Pabst Blue Ribbon just for this episode.
oh
And
yeah.
then I had one of these left. I was like, ooh, let me just grab this. So I really lucked out here.
Since you're not saying it, it tastes kind of like those Welch's like passion fruit, dragon fruit blends.
Oh,
but, like,
yeah,
without
they
being
do.
like
Yeah.
hyper sweet. Like if a beer could do that without being overly sweet, it's a great beer.
You have to tell him what his beer is and explain.
I mean,
he's good at
when
things.
we watch his movies, we have to tell him how wrong he was about his movies. So
That's
yeah,
true. That's true.
I gotta tell him what his beer is like.
I see.
when
I
had
see.
him.
It's one of those nights tonight too. Again. Oh my.
Oh, we're coming for you. Here comes the train.
Choo
I
choo,
don't know what
motherfucker.
that means.
Yeah, I didn't know.
All right, here comes my movie
Oh, yeah.
from. Well, it was made in
1932.
1930, but not released until 1932 because it's a French
Banned.
surrealist movie, and Louis Buñuel had just done L'Age d'Or. If you don't know Louis Buñuel, Angus,
No,
you know him
why
because
would
he worked
I?
with Dali. He worked with Salvador Dali on Un Chien Andalou.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I went to the Salvador
You know that
Dali
movie
Museum
that-
once. That was fun.
You know that movie. You watched it with me. It's the one with the eye getting slit open.
That's all I saw was the eye. I never saw the full thing.
Okay, so anyway, those guys made another movie that was like
Oh,
really
whimsical eye
anti-religious, and
slitting.
in the wake of that,
Well, I'm sorry.
No,
Did
no,
you
no,
just
not
say
that
you
one.
watched an anti-religious movie?
no, there's an anti-religious movie by Buñuel that delayed the release of this movie, which is directed by Jean Cocteau.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure
Okay,
to
it's
add
called-
these all on Twitter.
It's called Blood of a Poet.
All right, good. I hate
And-
poets. Fuck yeah, I'm into your movie already.
Yeah, I actually dug it up on archive.org because YouTube has like
Wait.
a really poorly transferred version
Didn't
of it.
TJ like have a poetry class or some shit? Am I wrong?
Oh, looks
What?
like we're gonna have to kill TJ.
I had a poetry class?
Or maybe
Did you?
Like I taught one?
I don't
No.
know. I thought you
Did
were
you?
in one.
I don't think so.
Huh.
Like in his Catholic school,
Maybe
they
it
just
was
taught poetry. or
maybe it
what?
was photography.
Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Oh, I did take photography.
Yeah, that's
for
what
a
it was.
semester, but I quit.
They're both
That's pretty close. I think I used to write poetry. It was gay.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
totally
I bet
gay.
It was.
Yeah.
I can't even think. I was just trying to imagine Mike's gay poetry.
I mean, he didn't have actual gay sex. In it.
Well, no, it was implied. It was euphemism,
Oh, yeah, it was-
metaphor.
It's just cocks
It's
everywhere.
poetry.
Cocks and anuses.
Dude, do you have any of this?
No, I don't think so.
Can you
Must have
write
been lost
new
in, like-
gay poetry for us?
I think I'll buy a little notebook and write gay poetry on it.
Ooh, I like it.
16-ounce poetry.
That'll go along with all of our other goofy ass shows.
All right, so my movie starts with like cartoonish sounding horns, so it starts like a Looney Tunes,
Like John Cena? Oh, okay.
And we see this guy painting, and there's a lot of drums in there. He's just like in his apartment painting the picture, and he's wearing like a George Washington wig, and he's drawing himself. He's making a picture of himself
Beating a slave.
but then the lips move on the painting.
Okay.
No, just him. Shirtless. He's shirtless.
I got you. Oh, okay.
And he's like 1930s buff too.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
He like fucking does curls with those barbells that are just round.
Oh, does he
No,
have
he's
a
not,
cool
like-
mustache too?
Hell yeah.
Like those
No,
buff
he's not a
mustache-
muscle man.
Oh, okay.
No, and it's no, he's like artsy, so he doesn't have a mustache.
Aw.
Mustaches
Wait.
weren't in vogue for the artsy in the 30s.
I was gonna say,
It's
artsy
historical.
is mustache.
But not back in the 30s.
Wait, but in the 30s they had George Washington hair. This guy seems like a crumpet.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. What
That's just part of the movie.
Oh.
So the lips move on the painting.
Yeah.
And he takes his hand and like scrubs the lips to like wipe them off the painting because he's freaked out that they're
That's freaky.
they're talking. Yeah, and then the lips or the mouth, it's now on his hand. So he goes to wash his hands in a bowl of water, and the water boils.
Oh no.
And so he kind of sits down like, fuck, what now? And there's
do
just
the
this
lips
long
move
shot of
on
him
his
just
hand?
staring. Yeah, there's like a mouth and lips, and they move on his hand.
Dude,
What's it
on
say?
his palm.
If you
Oh, it's
fuck
silent,
that,
isn't it?
if you
this
masturbate
part-
with that, would that be like fucking getting head?
Oh yeah. Well, where does it go?
Yeah, it would be.
Where would it go? Would
Right,
it go
where
like?
would it go?
Would it
Or
go?
would it just hit the back of your hand?
Your fucking wrist starts
So-
choking.
Would you stop though? Is the question. Like you don't want to choke your own wrist, but I bet it feels good.
Yeah.
I'm imagining fucking my wrist. This is wild. This is not where I expected 5 minutes in to be.
Oh man, Mike's gonna drink enough tonight that it's gonna end bloody for him.
Dude, he's in the
no.
hospital with a fucked wrist.
I gotta try this.
Sir, there seems to be a cock in
If
your
there's
wrist.
a pair of lips on my hands at the end of the night, yeah, I'm gonna try to fuck
You're
it.
just gonna paint them on. They're gonna look like the House with Laughing Windows lips.
I'm gonna call you at 6 in the morning, like I need help. I'm in the hospital.
I'll be like, you're good, dude. You're at the hospital already. Bye.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh yeah. So he stares at the mouth in his palm for a while, and then he puts the mouth hand to his mouth and starts caressing himself.
Oh shit.
And
getting there.
Then he goes to sleep.
No.
No, then he just passes out, and he dreams of a mask with a pentagram on the
He
forehead.
cock teased himself.
and
Yeah.
then had devil dreams. Yeah, it's not a good night for him. So finally he wakes up, and now there's a statue in his apartment, kind of out of nowhere. So he decides, well, let me put the mouth on the statue. So he puts the mouth on the statue, and here's where there is speech. It's not silent, but it is French, and I didn't have subtitles. But I was like, whatever, I'll be good. And so there's some French muttering, and then the statue comes to life, and then the room suddenly becomes empty, except for a mirror. And the statue basically kind of like is like, get in there, bro. And this chair just appears, and he climbs on the chair, and then like he climbs over onto the mirror, and the mirror's like
And he tries to fuck the mirror.
Hell yeah.
a 6 foot floor wall mirror. It's on the floor, goes up 6 feet on the wall.
mirror.
Anyway,
Okay, I get it. There's a
I
mirror
don't.
and then it's a mirror on the wall, and it's 6 feet tall.
Oh, okay. What was the
I was
floor
having
thing?
trouble describing it.
then. You're having trouble describing
well,
a planned
you
mirror.
They can call them floor mirrors when they're mounted on the floor. I don't know. I was having just trouble finding the right words.
Wait.
So he jumps into the mirror with a big splash, and then the mirror goes blank again. And now we see him falling through a void. Oh, also when he jumps through, there's just a like quick like ah
Ah,
with like several voices, and it was startling.
wow, I'm
And
startled.
then he falls through a void for a little bit, and he ends up in this apartment hallway. And he's like going door to door, and he's also climbing along the wall as if gravity's not right in this hallway, as if like the wall is the floor.
Is he doing it like Jamiroquai or like Spider-Man?
He's just wearing a big fucking poofy jacket. Like 6-inch heels too. He's fucking rocking it.
No, he's shortlist. There is a transvestite in this movie, though.
Cool.
Yeah.
Selling point.
Oh, I was gonna save that for a selling point. Yeah. Oh, I blew it.
That's okay. I'm blowing mine early too.
I like that you blew
Yeah.
the transvestite.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie
He's
Murphy,
been thinking
calm
about it for
down.
weeks now. He's like, if only I could blow that transvestite. God, imagine being a
So he gets
transvestite
to-
in 1930. That must have sucked.
Yeah, when I read about it, I was like, "Wow, it's weird." It's like
Don't call it that.
It's a guy. It was this guy who was an acrobat, and he I guess there were these sisters who had an act, but one of the sisters died. So the living sister wanted to continue being an acrobat, so she put an ad out looking for an acrobatic partner. And he answered the ad, but she's like, "Oh yeah, but people think it's more dangerous if it's a woman doing it. So would you mind dressing as a woman?" And he said, "Sure, yeah." And he began a long career as a acrobatic woman after that.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
I knew.
So that's all I know. You can't ask me more questions.
I knew you weren't born that way.
He had to become an apricot.
You just do it for acrobatic money.
Apricot. Apricot?
Apricot? No, they're not apricots.
Apricot. I can't say that word.
Wait, what are we talking?
Good luck. Keep trying.
Acrobat?
Acrobat!
Oh
Thank
God,
you. The C comes first. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I was having trouble with the C.
Wait, why was there a P
Sound
there?
it out.
Sorry?
You said apricot, like the guy.
I did say apricot. I don't know why.
Apricobat.
Maybe it's because my beer has an apricot in it.
Oh,
just
none of us are
one.
speaking. I couldn't describe a mirror, and Mike just couldn't say acrobat.
And I'm the
Angus
most
is gonna have
fucked up.
Yeah, and like half the liquor stores beer's under $3 tonight.
I did some other things too. I'm not going to talk about, but
Oh,
yeah.
Did you start doing
so he
cocaine?
gets to
I did.
What?
Dude, it's been a rough month.
Jesus, don't do cocaine on Monday. We're going to talk about this later.
at the end of the episode on air.
Oh my god, dude! If you guys gave me an intervention on air, that would be amazing.
Dude, imagine 3
that would
months
have
from
to
now us
make
flying
the
out
best
there.
of.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool, actually.
Hey, I was talking about a movie, not Angus's problems.
Oh,
so, you know,
sorry.
I'd like to talk about this first, before he ODs.
You can't
So,
OD on coke.
he's going to this apartment, and he gets through the hallway, and he gets through a door, and he peers through the keyhole, and there's
Pervert.
this Mexican guy, and he's in front of a firing squad, and we see a slow-mo firing squad execution. And then after he's shot dead, he gets back up again and basically loops in a repeat of this guy getting shot by the firing squad.
I wish Chumbawamba was playing.
But in
I bet there's
mariachi
a fan
noises.
edit. Now he goes to the next door. Same deal. He's peering through these keyholes, and this one has shadow puppets. This one I didn't get at all. There's just puppet play, and it was weird. The next door he goes in, there's child abuse. This little girl getting yelled at and beat by a woman, and then the woman tells the little girl she has to stand on the fireplace mantle.
And pee.
And so she goes up on the mantle, and she's upset that she's standing up there and she's not allowed to get down. And then suddenly she's stuck up on the wall, like she's like 6 inches above the mantle, just stuck to the side of the wall. And then she slithers up it, and then she goes up in the ceiling, and it's up in the corner of the ceiling, like "fuck you" to the woman. Who the woman is like yelling at her to get down, and she's "fuck you." She doesn't say "fuck you" unless she's French.
This doesn't sound whimsical at all.
And the other weird thing with this
Pretty
little girl
surreal.
now, she's covered in bells that are just jingling like crazy in this scene. And
Why?
now the painter's had enough of this room, so he goes to the next one, and there's like a little lounge, like a chase lounge, and above it on the left there's spinning concentric circles.
Wait, sorry. What's a chase lounge?
Like it has just like a lounge chair for out back.
I wanted
It
to
has a
ask,
back,
but I felt
no
stupid.
Arms.
Oh.
Like a sideways couch?
Did you call me stupid?
No, I said I wanted to ask, but I felt like I'd be stupid for asking.
Yeah, like I was picturing the whole movie. Then he said chase lounge, and I was like the credit card? Like, what's going on?
Okay, I wasn't that stupid about it. I didn't think he put his lounge on a fucking credit card.
It's a lounge chair. It's a nice plush lounge chair.
Yeah.
And then a face
Chase is a good
appears in
bank.
the middle of the screen with a door slam sound. So it's wham! And then you see a face, like where a face would be if a person was sitting in the lounge chair.
Does he try to fuck
And
this
then,
one too?
then a body outline appears, like painted in chalk.
He fucks
And
it.
then, like with the door slams each time, then an arm appears, like replacing
Hand
the outline,
job.
and then a leg, and then
Foot
another
job.
arm,
Ooh, a foot.
and then no feet. But then it
Oh.
disappears and comes back as a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe a man as a woman.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
And
Don't fool me.
and then this person laying down, like basically naked except for like a little cloth over their crotch. They uncover the crotch and there's a sign there that says "Danger of Death."
Oh, jeez.
It might have said it in French and I just translated.
So it could have literally
Danger
said
la
death
mort.
to America. It could have said anything. You don't know.
No, it said like "Danger la mort,"
Oh,
and
I'd go for it.
yeah.
then he goes back into the
I'm a
hallway.
risk
This is all like an
and then
anti-syphilis film.
a random hand gives the painter a gun.
Ah.
And then there's some more like French muttering and yelling, and I was like, okay, cool. And then the painter shoots himself in the head, and it's kind of graphic for 1932, his blood and stuff. And but then he wakes up and he goes back to like doing the wall climbing stuff, and then there's like a wireframe of a guy in a void, and then he jumps back out of the mirror, and he destroys the statue.
Okay.
Now,
And what happened to the woman
cut-
on the fireplace?
The little
time-
girl?
He just left the room, right? We know.
So yeah, he just
Okay.
kind of like peered in on these different
Oh, okay,
rooms,
okay,
and
okay.
then
I was.
it went on to the next.
I
thing
really wanted
afterwards.
closure, I guess. The poor
Yeah.
girl.
I
And-
hope the statue is a
so-
Confederate soldier statue, and that's why he destroyed it.
No, it was like a
The
Venus.
French really hate the Confederates.
It was General Lee as a woman with no arms.
This man was woke before his time.
He's fucking Jamiroquai. Of course he's woke.
Him in his big furry hat.
This inadvertently might have like swung my vote because all I'm picturing is Jamiroquai just beating up Robert E. Lee with no hands.
Statues of Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee. We
Bobby.
can't talk this episode at all.
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
Bobby
he
Lee.
beats up the little Asian comedian.
Wait, you have the Asian from Mad TV?
Man, the French really got around back then. You know, they hated everyone.
They time traveled to 1999 to try to stop Mad TV.
And they did it via Jamiroquai.
Dude,
He was so dissatisfied with the evolution of film that it went from his Blood of a Poet surrealist film to Mad TV. Then he had to go beat up Bobby Lee.
I like the idea of a Civil War movie where Bobby Lee is playing General Lee.
I almost did a spit take.
He does it straight though. Everyone always gives him like the stank eye.
Oh,
they don't
yeah,
quite
he would
know what
have to,
say.
yeah.
The rest of the movie is a comedy. He's the only serious role.
Oh my god. Boy, this is a great movie, TJ. This is all happening in
All
the
right,
film
so,
in my head.
so let me continue. Now we cut to some like young kids, like early teens, and they're smoking, and they're either
the boys'
in or
room.
near or outside of a beat up, dirty building, and it's snowing outside, or I wasn't sure if it was meant to be snow or ash, but I think like by the end of it, they are outside and it is snow. So they get in a snowball fight. And
Ew.
again, I was like, maybe this is meant
Yeah,
to
there's
be
no
ash.
such thing as an ash ball
And,
fight.
And they get into like this huge, like it's like a war. They got bloody knees. One kid tries to choke out another kid with a scarf.
That's not part of
And,
any snow fight I've ever been a part of.
One kid gets hit in
You
the
live
head
in
with
Florida.
one, but it had a
Well, I was in
rock
Poland
in
for a
it.
couple of years.
Okay. True that. My bad.
yeah. Mike knows all about snow warfare.
Not the Polish. They never
So
go
this
to war.
rock snowball
Pussies.
hits a kid in the head and knocks him out. Except no, he's dead.
Wow.
Oh, no.
And then all the boys run away and they leave the dead body there.
It's reasonable.
And now in the next shot, there's a table over the boy's body, and there's a dude and a lady playing cards at this table. And up now in like the building parts, and there's now like theater boxes. You know, like a nice theater has like the little balcony seats.
Oh, yeah.
And there's people up there watching as they play cards and clapping and being happy and whatever, you know, enjoying the show or just chatting amongst themselves. And the lady playing the cards decides she's going to put on makeup in the middle of their game. And the guy reaches down to the dead kid's body and takes an ace from the dead kid's coat.
What the fuck?
And Meanwhile, she starts to fan herself, and there's happy music playing, and then
The happy music's Jamiroquai.
an oiled up black angel comes out of the building and walks down the stairs and takes the boy's body. He goes down to the boy's body and picks it up, and it vanishes. And then the angel lies down, or I should say the oiled up black angel lies down.
Okay.
And then there's crazy, like, meow, meow, plane noises. And then the colors go inverted. And then the colors go back to normal. And the angel gets back up and he goes to walk away. But then he takes the dude's cards, the dude who was cheating. Mm-hmm. And then the guy freaks out and he shoots himself in the head, and the wound in his head is in the shape of a pentagram, and blood pours out of it.
What the
and
fuck?
then the crowd up in the theater
dude.
seats start clapping and cheering, and they're so happy at the show. And then there's a bunch of French muttering, and then the girl who was playing cards turns into the statue from earlier.
Oh, no.
And then she walks out, and then we see
Wait,
her
a statue walks out?
just standing. Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah, live statue walking away. Well, she's alive.
But it's a statue.
She talked earlier. You didn't question her fucking talking. You're going to question her walking?
One of the two I want to question.
Fine. Now she's just standing by a rotting looking ox. And then the final shot, we see her lying down with a harp and a globe. The end.
Okay.
Okay. Was that a 27-minute film or?
No.
Yeah, that's just
okay.
so fucking
I bet
short.
there was
It
a
was
4
50. 50 minutes. It was a short.
Dude. Okay.
So that's Blood of a Poet. Michael, you watched a movie about something or other.
I watched 1988's David Cronenberg's Dead Ringers, which is
Dead
about
Ringer for
twin
love.
which is
Rock and
about
roll and brew. Rock and roll and brew.
You know you
Which is
can't bring a
about-
Meatloaf fucking song to the fucking show
Yeah.
without
Oh,
getting
that's the name of the
derailed.
movie.
Know
I
who
didn't-
you are, but you're a real dead ringer for love.
I'm gonna sip my beer for the next few minutes.
TJ will do the whole fucking thing a cappella. He don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna try to bring in as many of the lyrics as I can as you go along.
I'm just
Which
gonna throw
is
in
the movie.
random Meatloaf because I don't know that song that well.
Yeah, that's the song I don't know. Also, so this could just be the Meatloaf special here. The movie's about twin gynecologists that share women between them, have sexy time with them, and eventually their relationship deteriorates over one of them. So, but
Wait,
immediately
do
I'm
they
going to,
do they
yes.
both inspect the women? Like one's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
need backup.
Yeah, and he taps out and he goes, "Hey, you got to look at this pussy," and then the other one goes in dressed like him. It's fantastic.
Dude,
Whoa,
that
that's-
rules.
Yeah, but I'm gonna bust out my selling points immediately because it's completely obvious to the rest of the movie, and so I just have to get it out of the way first. Assuming that's okay with everyone. Yeah,
You're just be screwed at the bullet points.
that's okay. That's my selling point. This is it right now. The selling point is that Jeremy Irons plays both the brothers, and it's fucking freaky as shit. It's mostly just him talking to himself, and the camera pans like between them all the fucking time, and the entire movie is just like Jeremy Irons kind of awkwardly smiling. It feels like a fucking SNL skit.
I feel like an asshole, but I know Jeremy Irons. I know the name, but I can't put a face to it right now.
Give it.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, Alfred in Batman vs Superman.
Wait, who was he in Die Hard with a Vengeance?
The bad guy.
Oh, he was the
bad
bad
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I like
Yeah.
him.
And Batman vs Superman. So.
I don't give a shit about that.
All right, so that's Jeremy Irons here.
I always
The,
think of
the film
Ironside. That dude in the
You wish
wheelchair.
that was his name?
Michael Ironside?
Yeah. Wasn't that...
What about him?
I know him, but I can't picture his fucking face.
I know what he looks like, but I can't tell you what he's in because he's like that guy.
We all have 1/3 of information about Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
I know a guy named
Together we
Michael.
might be able to make up a complete actor.
Yeah. TJ
So
knows
what's
what
he
he
in,
looks
Mike?
like. Angus knows what he in, and I have a vague idea about everything. So the film starts.
I don't know who he is, but he's a real dead ringer for love.
That was weak.
Yeah, that was...
So the film...
They're gonna all be weak. I don't care.
The film starts with the preteen brothers in Canada talking about how if humans lived under the water, they wouldn't have sex. I don't know why. They're just, like, imagine yourself as a preteen.
Well, it's like, it's not
Tell
very
us.
good. If they're gynecologists, they would know that, like, underwater sex is not
They're
very...
preteen brothers at this point. They're not gynecologists yet.
They're not good for vaginas doing it underwater, right? Or is that just in, like, a hot tub?
I think it
gets all up in there no matter what, so...
Yeah.
Plus, we'd be fish people, so I think everything would be different. No, we would just, like the brother was saying. One of the brothers was like, "Well, we would just like lay eggs and ejaculate all over the eggs." So.
Egg thing, like you can't fuck Ariel, the fucking.
She has a slit. I bet.
Nah, not until after.
No, she's a fish. She's got fish down there.
Yeah, like she'd have to like.
Don't fish have?
She just
spray her eggs.
Where did the eggs come from?
Like her fucking fish butthole. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can just fuck her butthole.
And then I just do a drive-by cum on him. Like that's how it works.
It'll be like
boom, more mermaids.
More mermaids. We're mermaid people now. So anyway, after that talk, they propose to their neighbor, who's also a preteen, about having sex in a bathtub. She tells them to fuck off. Then we go to college, and they love surgery so much that they have their own tools made. And then it's 1988 all of a sudden, and they're 40 years old, and they're doing pussy exams, like I said.
Is that what the professional term?
Yeah, pussy exam is what they're doing.
That's on your Blue Cross Blue Shield. Yeah.
Hello, I need a pussy exam, please. Preferably by twin gynecologist men.
Okay, that's a 40% copay.
That's what I was gonna say.
So long as it's Jeremy
$40,
Irons,
40%. That's an expensive exam.
Yeah.
So as I just said, the selling point, they do see, the first thing is like this one guy sees this really superb pussy. He says it in a different way, of course, and he goes into the office and they talk about how awesome it is, and then
they're great.
And then they like tag team each other.
Tony Tigers are pussy.
And then the other guy's like, well, I gotta cancel my appointment and see this pussy, and then he goes to look at the pussy.
I'm cuckoo for cunt. They just use cereal terms.
Cuckoo for cunt. What's that guy's name? What was his name?
Oh,
Tony or
no, the
Tony, yeah.
Cocoa Puff dude.
Bird.
He's a bird.
Yeah, that was the Cocoa Puffs.
What's
Toucan Sam?
Wait, you want to know his name? Like Michael Ironside, if he was an actor? Like, that bird. What was he in?
I was happy with Toucan Sam. I got
Toucan Sam is Fruit Loops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not Toucan Sam. Toucan
Sam
isn't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cunts.
Follow your nose.
They were
to
white
this
women,
pussy.
so they weren't cocoa. So they were like Frosted Flakes.
Ew.
Yeah. So I've never been personally to a pussy exam, but I'm pretty sure the doctor's saying,
like it's something you
pretty
fucking
sure
spectate.
the doctor going, beautiful, and the woman going, no one's ever said that about the inside of my body before, and then the doctor replying, surely you've heard of inner beauty. Isn't what the fuck goes on in pussy exams, but apparently it does in this film. So,
Yeah, I think if I was to follow anybody's thing about like fucking what actually happens at a pussy doctor, it wouldn't be Cronenberg.
I don't think he has any idea.
I don't think he's 100% on the pulse of what goes on.
There were multiple women characters in this movie. They all seemed in on it. So I don't know.
They seemed in on it.
The woman with the beautiful inside pussy is an actress. She has her pussy's beautiful because it's 3 pussies, or it's like 3 cervixes.
3?
She has 3 pussies.
Yeah.
No, that's not good. Of course, Cronenberg would say that's beautiful.
Yeah, well, no, I guess it's like 3 cervix. I'm not a doctor, so I don't. She has 2 something.
Cervixes?
She has 2 something extras. I think it's 2 extra cervixes.
We got so many cervixes.
Yeah, so that's what got
you get
them
a
all
cervix.
excited.
You get a cervix. Everybody gets a cervix.
Well, not her. She gets 3 cervixes.
They have a blowout sale
That means
in
somebody
cervixes?
has 0 cervixes. That has to even out, right?
Come on down for the President's Day cervix special sale.
All of these cervixes
With Bobby
have
Lee
got
as
to
President
go.
Robert E. Lee.
What?
What?
Robert E. Lee, the owner of the store that has the cervix sale, so women can have multiples of them.
Yes, exactly. This is why we fought the war.
Why have 1 cervix when you can have 3? call Dr. Jeremy Irons today.
All the gynecologists will be just frothing at the mouth for you. So anyway, her pussy is so great that they take her.
That triples her risk of cancer.
Oh shit, you're right. She does ask if she can have triplets, and he's like, ha ha ha, no.
Well, with the cancer, like, she could still have 2 good cervixes, like.
And what did she have? 6
Yeah, but
ovaries?
cancer spreads though. Like, no, I don't know about her ovaries. I don't know. We only hear about her 2 extra cervixes.
How many clits does she have?
Oh my god, I hope she has a lot.
She has 3 of everything. She has redundant systems in case something goes wrong.
So she has fucking 6 lips? That is fucking fat. That is a fat pussy.
Holy shit!
That is a big deli meat sandwich. I couldn't even get to comprehend right now. It's just fucking in there.
Okay, Mike ruined it. Let's move on.
Sorry.
Dude,
sorry, I got excited.
Remember when we talked about having multiple buttholes?
Vaguely.
Yeah, like you could keep your wallet in one.
Oh my god.
Well,
I mean, if one doesn't ever poop, I could see it being a hidey hole.
We can't continue down this road.
Can I please explain it? It's
Yeah,
really
tell
funny.
us the butthole. Go ahead.
We made a short script, and like one of them involved some man with 2 buttholes, and our characters were so stupid they thought 2 buttholes meant you had one for gay sex and one for regular butthole stuff. So anybody with 2 buttholes had to be gay. Which, judging by Mike's laugh, we should still make that script.
Yeah, that really tickles me in that extra butthole.
Yeah, there was actually a doctor, surgery Moppy the Meth Head, who helped them out on that one.
So, over dinner, one of the Jeremy Irons talks about the period with her, and she has bad periods, so we know that about her.
Yeah, there's
now.
fucking 3 of them.
Yeah, there's 3. There's a lot of periods.
Dude, oh, that's a heavy.
But they only come a couple times a year, so she gets like a few months break in between the heavy dark rain. So at night he fucks her real good, which is what I wrote in my notes, real good.
Real.
And the next morning the other guy. The next morning, the other guy goes to fuck her, and she tells him that her pussy is still vibrating. That's how I knew that sex was really good. But this other guy, like the other Jeremy Irons, he isn't as charming, and he says he learned how to fuck while reading books. And instead of having sex with her, he tells her she can't ever have kids. So that really kind of killed the whole mood thing.
I mean, like, he's looking for a different kind of thrill there. That's awesome.
Yeah, he likes the criers.
Hell yeah.
I
like this guy, man. This guy rules.
Yeah, this guy's cool. This guy's name is Beverly, and the cool guy's name is Elliot. So it's
Beverly's
and
a straight shooter. I like it. I like him.
So she starts. Okay, this is where she starts crying, and she says that she's a whore, and she has a lot of promiscuous sex, and she never uses condoms. These people are fucking nuts. So that's like a whole scene about
D'Angelo or whatever the guy's name.
D'Angelo? Beverly.
D'Angelo?
Dude, D'Angelo, Jamiroquai, what the hell are we watching?
Dude, the sexy black man, like, fucking video. Like, that's all I'm
Yeah, the Angel's back from TJ's movie.
Dude, the Angel was D'Angelo?
Yeah.
TJ may have won me.
I did that on accident, but that worked out really well.
I was just thinking Beverly D'Angelo for some reason.
Oh, okay. I get it now. That makes
the
more
mom
sense.
from National Lampoon, I guess. Because I completely forgot the other name after you said Beverly.
And for some reason, I only am singing R. Kelly songs in my head when I'm trying to do D'Angelo.
You can't call the other guy the other, whatever his name was. You gotta call him D'Angelo.
I can't call him Elliot?
D'Angelo? Right. Okay, yeah, his name was D'Angelo. Because I got it. Why are we making a thing about it?
All right, Beverly and D'Angelo. I got it. I'll try.
Holy shit, it's 2 of them. Hell yeah.
All right, so it kind of turns out that one of them is D'Angelo is terrible with patience, and Beverly is terrible with sex. So they often trade places, and they do trade places. One goes to fuck her, and one helps the patients. And then yeah.
Beverly's just never getting laid then?
No, he gets laid, but he only gets laid because his brother fucks him first, and then he's like, "Hey, go fuck him some more," and then he does.
Some more.
There was this really during 30 minutes of the film, I kept thinking like Beverly was gay, but like they never went anywhere with it, so I can't quite catch if it was gay or not, but he seemed a little gay. And this is one of the notes where I think he's gay, because they're eating pizza together for dinner, and Beverly fucking dips his fucking pizza in his fucking wine. He dips the pizza in the wine, dude.
Like,
it was the craziest scene I've ever seen in a movie.
What kind of pizza?
That made you think he was gay?
I mean, that was like one of many things. I just thought he was
But
gay
I don't
for his
understand
brother.
why dipping pizza in wine. Or even having wine while you're drinking pizza.
That's okay.
That seems like a
that's
crazy
okay.
person.
No, you said that. I didn't say that. Wine and pizza is totally okay.
No,
but you said dipping pizza into wine is like...
Well, okay, as soon as you questioned me, I had no idea why I thought that. It was just, his character just seems a little fey for his brother.
Next time I have pizza, I'm going to do it, and like...
You're going to dip your pizza... I already think you're gay, so it's fine.
It's true.
We
all think you're gay.
I want to dip my pizza in scotch, because I'm a man.
I'm going to dip my pizza in cum, because I'm a man. I'm a straight hetero man.
Mike's dying. Mike choked. Yes, it's Mike's turn. Mike, throw up. And then dip your pizza in it.
I don't have any pizza.
Well, you better order some. It'll be here by the end of the episode.
Hello,
if you order
Domino's.
from
I'm
Domino's.
ordering the gay pizza, please.
Dude, imagine if the sauce they gave you at Papa John's was just fucking jizz or wine. What would be better?
No, both. It's
Jizz
a little
wine.
jizzy wine on top. Yeah, it's beautiful. So next,
Well,
yes?
I think Mike is like he's never met a Japanese person or a gay person. That's where this comes from.
Just every episode we learn of more people I've never met in my life.
Just based on your assumptions of them. Yeah.
I literally knew a gay Japanese dude.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What did he eat his pizza with?
Chopsticks, of course. What are you talking about?
He cracked the cut.
I can't believe I made myself
great.
laugh so hard.
Oh, Mike's getting too pleased with himself. We got to keep going.
How'd he eat his pizza? It was in little rolled fucking forms. Dude, he's eating pizza like pizza bites with the fucking chopsticks.
Pizza bites.
You know, the little
Sushi bites.
What are those things? The Totino's ones.
Sushi?
Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Those things are terrible.
All right, so next, D'Angelo, the cool one,
Yeah.
ties her up with silicone rope and surgical scissors and fucks the hell out of her. I actually saved this bit because I really want to do it like in person.
For?
And so it was a great scene.
Wait, with us
like,
or?
he tied her-
So wait! You want to invite a girl over and then whip out fucking medical instruments?
Yes.
While your twin brother
I also
hides?
realized okay. He did it he tied her up to the footer of the bed. Like what's that? Is that called a footer? What is that thing in the front of the bed?
Yeah, the foot of the bed.
The foot of the bed. Yeah, it looked really cool. And then he fucked her from the
maybe
floor.
a footboard. The other side of the headboard.
Oh yeah, footboard
So-
maybe.
So and this is like second date.
Oh, this was first night. There wasn't really a date. Just took her home and fucked her.
All
I
right,
guess they did
so-
go out to dinner and talked about her period. So yeah, that was date one. The period talk.
Oh, okay. That's how he earned her trust to like whip out the scalpels and the.
Well, he did call her insides
saws.
beautiful. Remember?
Wait.
So I think that was part one.
This
yeah.
is still Tricervex?
Yeah, this is the same pussy woman.
Oh, okay.
Tricervix
Pussy woman.
woman. Yeah. So anyway, that was a great sex scene.
That
So
was
even
great.
better, while I was watching it, I thought it was D'Angelo, the cool one, but we were swerved here by Cronenberg. It was actually Elliot,
Beverly.
Beverly, the dorky one.
Who watched this movie?
Us.
Oh, okay. I wasn't there though.
The dorky one did all that shit.
Holy shit, are you both
and-
Jeremy Irons? Did you both watch this movie?
and then he won't tell his brother the details, and his brother gets kind of pissy about the whole thing because he really wants to know what he did to her. But so that's
He kind of needs to, right? Because if she brings it up, he can't look like he's like doesn't
Exactly.
know. That's suspicious.
Exactly.
Okay.
So her name is Claire.
She's probably
oh.
played by somebody.
Yeah, she's a woman. She's a real. You'll see her from other things if you
She's
want.
not a statue.
Not a statue.
Really want to know who the actress
Oh,
is?
fucking
now?
give it a quick Google. There's nothing special in my movie. Just give it
That's
a quick
fair.
Google.
I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I'm doing.
I hope it doesn't help your movie by me doing it.
So the Claire tells the cool brother or the less cool brother, Beverly.
I can't
that
even keep track
has,
of the brothers now, man.
Okay, Beverly the dork and D'Angelo the cool one.
D'Angelo the dude.
Claire tells Beverly that he has a girl's name, and then this is why I thought that. He freaks out and says, "So what do you think, I'm gay?" And he leaves. That's why I thought he might be gay.
It sounds pretty gay.
But not before giving her drugs. So that was cool. Also, the cool brother wants to break up with her, but Beverly's like, nah, because he's falling in love with her.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I added that myself. He didn't actually go, Jeremy Irons didn't go,
Dude, that would be so great. He's wagging his finger like a black chick at her. Oh, no, girlfriend.
I can't stop picturing him doing that now.
Fucking sassy Jeremy Irons rules.
Yeah.
He is kind of sassy.
Yeah. So did we learn who Claire is, or is she anybody?
I don't know who this Genevieve Bujold is.
Oh, yeah, Bourgeois. Yeah, I like when
What's her name?
Bourgeois.
Genevieve Bujold, Bujold.
Yeah. Sounds gross.
She's a Cajun. That's why she has 3 vaginas.
She's quite old now.
Yeah, this movie came
I guess
out
so is Jeremy Irons. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. We're in our 30s.
All 3 of her pussies rotted out by now.
Well, no, 2. That's why she had 3. So
well, she's playing a character. She doesn't actually the person does. Unless this was the casting call. Like, hey, we need a person with 3 pussies.
Cronenberg's very strict
and
about
Jeremy
it.
Irons was there. He surveyed like 300 different pussies. He's like, this is it. We got her. Genevieve Bajang.
Cervex Surveyor sounds like such a cool title.
She's a Cervex queen. Cervex queen of France. That's what they call her. Oh yeah. So next, Claire learns that they're twins because they never told her, and she realizes that she's been fucking both of them, and she's really disgusted by the whole thing. And she tries to like shame him, but D'Angelo, the cool one, just like thinks it's really hilarious. And Beverly is like starts crying because he's in love with her. But they're both so fucking awesome that they think it's a foregone conclusion between them that they'll get her back. And I think they're both really cool because of that. They're just like, we'll get her later. And then they continue having dinner after Beverly cries.
You're doing the Beavis and Butthead thing again.
Oh, sorry. I'll try not to.
They're so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, cause that's all I can do. I can call the cool characters. I'm like, these guys are real cool. That's all I got. I'll try not to. I'm gonna scribble out the word "cool" so I never say it again.
Dude,
because every time I say "cool,"
top of your notes.
Yeah, it does.
Every time.
It is. I'm gonna have to use a different.
Cool.
I'm actually looking through my notes now. "Cool" appears like 30 more times. I don't know what to do.
TJ, did we talk about this on the show where we were like talking about how Mike rates movies in Beavis and Butthead ratings?
Yeah. No, I don't. You didn't even talk about this with me.
How cool the characters are in there?
Yeah, like we go on a Beavis scale with him.
No, I want to know. I want to hear.
Oh, wait, this goes way back.
This is a long time ago. This is like at least a year or 2 ago.
I don't remember the details of it though. No,
it was basically Mike just watches movies like Beavis and Butthead and rates them like him, like cool cervixes, shit like that.
Cool.
That's pretty accurate. I like cool things,
so
man.
Like,
I'm a kid.
How cool the movie is based on how many times he says that's cool.
It's the cool factor. Yeah. All right, so then there. Oh my god, I was about to say there's this cool little scene. there is this very interesting little scene where D'Angelo is giving an award speech, and Beverly gets drunk and calls vaginas hot snatches in front of really rich people.
That's
which
awesome.
I thought was awesome. That is awesome. But then he fucks Claire again, so that's pretty awesome.
Beverly or D'Angelo?
Beverly. But then afterwards he has a nightmare where he's connected to his twin brother with an umbilical cord, and Claire starts sucking it off and biting it off. And we finally see her titties when they all wake up, but she's only attractive with your imagination.
How many titties?
So it wasn't that cool of it. Only 2 titties. No, there was only 2 two regular titties.
She didn't have 8
titties.
Yeah.
2 chronic.
No, but she went back. Yeah, she's like oddly attractive, but not attractive at all once you look at her.
Well,
So, like,
look at her
I don't know.
inside. You'll see that she's very attractive.
So,
That's
so if Angus is watching this movie with his glasses off, he'll be like, and then when
Yeah.
he
Oh
puts
yeah.
on
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
glasses,
Absolutely.
He'll be like, no, thank you.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's how I
exactly
live my
right.
life. Checking out girls.
You
So,
just live your life blindly, and when you put on your glasses, you just don't want any part of it.
Yes.
Everything is just so beautiful to Angus. He cries every day because he's just like, look at this beautiful weather and
My life.
land and trees.
My life is like Roddy Piper's before he finds the glasses. He's like, yeah, everything's alright. I put them on and I'm like, oh, fuck!
I don't want to wear these.
So then D'Angelo fucks twin escorts, but it gets weird because he wants one of them to call him D'Angelo and he wants the other one to call him Beverly. We don't get a cool sex scene at all, so. But it is.
That wasn't cool.
What? Oh, I did say it, didn't I? God damn it. Is that why you're laughing?
What? I laugh at a lot of things.
So then Beverly's just kind of losing his shit. He starts shaking violently during pussy surgery. So things are going badly for him. D'Angelo tries to get in on the Claire action, but she's like, nah, I only like Beverly now. And this leads to D'Angelo being kind of angry. Also, Beverly is now pill addicted and like super emotionally attached to Claire. Here I make a note that I wish we got more like weird shenanigans between the brothers, like tag teaming each other out, between like pussy exams. But we only get like 2 or 3 cool pussy exam scenes. So
Cool.
I was like, they dropped the ball there.
Well, maybe when they adapt this into a TV show.
Oh, dude, yes, I would love to watch this. Just recast Jeremy
a
Irons as
sitcom?
Jeremy Irons over again as a 60-year-old gynecologist brother. That'd be great.
I like the idea of recasting as the same person.
He has to go through casting and everything. So.
He still has to try out for his own role.
So Claire goes away for like 10 weeks to go to she's an actress, so she's going to film a movie. And Beverly calls her at her hotel and freaks out on her gay agent and tells him to lubricate his fingers and finger fuck Claire. I don't know
How
why
do you know
he
he's
says that
gay?
to him.
Because how he ate his pizza?
Because Claire later tells him that she has a gay agent, and she's like, "Did you call my gay agent?" He's
Gay-gent?
Like, yeah, gay-gent, yes. While Beverly's like crying
Walla
and breaking
walla.
down while crying. Well, yes. Oh,
No, you
made
said Walla Walla, so I made fun of you.
all right.
Wagga wagga.
So next, more scenes of
That's a
Beverly
lyric
just
from Dead Ringer.
Dead
Beverly.
Ringer.
Yeah, you've been dropping the ball on the Dead Ringer quotes there.
I couldn't get it in there.
Oh, that's okay. So he thinks Claire is having an affair with the gay agent and breaks down even more and admits he's in love with her to D'Angelo. He tells him he can't be in love, and then Beverly's like, "Yeah, you're right," and that's the end of the night. But he's clearly in love. Let's see, where am I next? Oh, then D'Angelo tries to get Beverly to have a 3-way with his hot redhead that he's been having sex with for a while. But then Beverly's like, nah, I'd rather go in my office and just fall on my face. And that's what he did. So instead of having a 3-way with his brother, he falls down.
Openly admit that? No, I'm just gonna go fall on my face.
No, but they started
That's
dancing really
hilarious.
close, and Jeremy
This
Irons
is a sitcom.
started hugging Jeremy Irons through the redhead and kind of like rubbing on Jeremy Irons.
Hey,
and then
brother.
Jeremy Irons is like, I don't think so. He takes his jacket off and like walks into his office and just falls down.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh, and then Jeremy Irons gives himself mouth to mouth, which was the hottest scene in the film. While the redhead like freaks out. The redhead tried to save him first, but then Jeremy Irons is like, "That's my brother," and like pushes her away, and she hits her head, and he starts like giving himself mouth to mouth.
How many times does that happen in film where people like make out with themselves? Because didn't Michael Fassbender do it in The Last Alien?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They had that like, oh, that's a nice like phallic flute you got there. Why don't you blow it?
phallic flute.
Yeah.
I would love to have a gay scene with myself. But
I thought you were gonna say Jeremy Irons.
No, but I want to be so grossed out at myself. Like each of them is like, ugh, fuck. I gotta fuck that hemorrhoid ass? No, ugh.
Oh god, dude, Yeah, I like myself, but I would never want to fuck myself. I'm a dude. That's good.
I'm a dude.
We're all dudes, yeah?
I'm a dude.
Right.
He's a dude.
I'm a dude. We're all dudes.
Hey, we're all fucking each other's ass, dude. Well, I guess
Right, so now
the guy who
Jeremy
made the
Irons
movie
is
was.
detoxing Jeremy Irons, and Jeremy Irons is being a real bitch about the whole detoxing thing, and he throws a giant hissy fit because he can't do more drugs.
Man.
So he's detoxing, and he's going to he's still doing pussy exams because he's a gynecologist. But
I'm a professional first, goddammit.
He starts putting like weird shit into women's vaginas, and then they're like, "Oh, it hurts," and then he's just like, "No, I know what I'm doing. I'm a doctor."
What?
Except he's clearly losing his fucking mind. And
What
he's putting
kind of
weird
shit?
Like a retractor, like things that like you know that thing like you can measure an angle. That's a retractor, right?
A protractor.
A protractor. Yeah. He has a golden protractor, and he sticks it in a woman's vagina.
The needle
as
end?
part of the exam. Huh?
The needle?
There's no needle in this one, so
Ah.
whatever. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
an angle-looking thing. Yeah. Let's
Wait,
see
am
what
I thinking
was.
the
I started
right
getting
thing?
Excited. What?
I'm thinking of that thing with the fucking metal pin and a pencil that you circle.
Ooh. Oh, that would be bad too.
That's a compass, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Is
it's
it?
called a compass.
Yeah.
See, that's
Why
what
is it
I
called
pictured.
the same thing as the thing that tells you the direction?
No. Yours is like the thing that looks like
yeah,
a D,
yeah, no, you can.
right?
I think so.
What?
Wait, what the fuck? I'm drunk. Fuck you.
Okay, I'm looking it up now. Okay, so the compass is the pencil thing that'll draw the circles.
Yeah.
The protractor is the half circle.
Yeah, it looks
that
like
will
a
tell
D.
you
Retractor.
the
Is that
measurement
anything?
of the angles.
Did I
of
just make that word
the
up?
retractor?
Yeah, I think I just made that up.
I don't
Yeah.
know what happened in your movie.
Okay. Okay, so this also lady who said the protractor hurts, he accuses her of fucking a dog, which makes her really mad.
Did she do it?
No, I don't think she did it.
A retractor is a thing. It's kind of like scissors, but instead of a blade, it's forks on the end.
Oh, jeez.
Get to the retractor.
So then Beverly asks an artist to design him pussy cats so he can do better pussy surgery. That's what I got. He's really off his fucking rocker at this point. And then Beverly starts doing heroin just out of the blue. He's shooting up in his office and shit. And there's like crackers and like dip everywhere all over his office.
I get it.
Yeah,
Are
so
you getting hungry here?
There's crackers and
crackers
dip all
and
over
heroin. That's all
my
that's happening.
room.
So now Beverly wants
Oh, there's
to do
songs about that. Give me
crackers
my
and heroin.
smacking my crackers. Yeah, smacking crackers.
Sounds like a good song.
Smackers.
So now Beverly wants to do surgery with his new pussy toys, and everyone is freaking out because they look like dinosaur feet. And as soon as he grabs one of them, he immediately cuts a woman's pussy, and he freaks out so badly that he takes the gas mask off and starts huffing it like mid-surgery.
Wait, is this like a Velociraptor claw? Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. They're made of gold and shit like that. It's fucking weird.
dude, if you don't
And,
use Sam Neill doing that scene in fucking Jurassic Park for your Horizon shift, you fucked up.
I didn't even think of that actually. If you remember the red people, who were the red people in the last Star Wars? Like the
What?
bad guys. They were all dressed in red. You remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, the Imperial Guard. So imagine if those guys were all doing pussy surgery because they were all wearing they were wearing completely red scrubs.
It's starting to get to me that you can't say vagina.
Vaginal surgery. I'm not gonna start saying vagina.
I know.
That
you
giant-
can't, but I
dude, he
just
couldn't
realized
say it
you-
right there.
You haven't said it once, have you?
I don't like the word vagina. I mean, I might have said it once.
I find it
like pussy
offensive.
more.
I mean,
It's
I guess
degrading
it's
to
not-
women.
At least it's not cunt.
I mean, I like pussy surgery. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, so
It's
this
way better than like vagina surgery.
So
It comes off wrong.
so this girl was getting slit surgery.
Yeah, with his fucking raptor claw. Yeah, she did get slit surgery. That's right. All right, so we're almost to the end of this fucking weird movie. So now Beverly's scenes are filmed from the camera angle of 12 Monkeys with Brad Pitt. I don't know if you guys remember that movie.
Yes.
But like all of a sudden,
Sure.
yeah, the camera is like all over the fucking place with him.
Yeah.
And Beverly can't stop ranting about deformed vaginas, and we get a lot of talking, which is pretty awesome. But it's just them talking a lot. There's a couple weird scenes where one of them tries shaving, like he has palsy, like he can't. He's just so much drugs he can't stop shaking. And then one that has this weird intimate conversation with Claire, but he has vomit all over his face because he's really deep into heroin. And then Beverly can't stop throwing up, and yada yada. So now they're both shooting heroin. They just start both doing heroin. And Beverly has been at Claire's for like a week, and Elliot has just been like shitting all over his house and like eating KFC and pizza and shit like that.
Was it legit KFC?
No, but there was buckets of like chicken looking stuff there. That
I was gonna say, if they paid for that goddamn like product placement for your pussy fucking movie or whatever it is,
gynecological, yeah. So they
finger licking good.
They came to an understanding they got to chill out on the drug use, but I really don't believe them. And then to celebrate the fact they're stopping heroin, they eat cake. And D'Angelo starts crying because there's no ice cream. So then Beverly, to end the film, uses the medieval pussy tools to kill D'Angelo, after giving him heroin. This is like a very sensual scene with like really sensual, nice music going on. And they're both wearing gray 80s formal jackets and boxer shorts. And the movie ends after D'Angelo dies, with Beverly waking up after giving his brother surgery and then just muttering, Ellie, 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 like over and over again. And he puts on cologne and goes for a walk and calls Claire, and that's the end.
In his boxers?
Yeah, no, he put on a suit after he put on the cologne. Or before. I don't know when
okay.
you put cologne on. I guess everyone's different. That's my movie.
Woo!
Alright.
Dead Ringers.
For love.
Cool! I thought of a name for your movie as a sitcom.
Tell me.
OBGY Twins.
Ooh, that's good. I like it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I love it.
Dude, if
that's actually... okay, hang on. Should I say... I'm going to save this for later.
Let's write the script now. I say we're recording, if that was on there.
But were we all sitting down for that?
I was.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I waited till I sat down to say it.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then it's there. We can cut all this.
I'll cut this discussion and then we'll move on from here, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was going to say something.
What? Me?
We said the OBGY Twins joke, and then you were about to say something, but you wanted to be sure we were recording.
Oh, I don't even know.
Let's go.
All right, Angus, you watched a movie.
No.
I didn't think you did.
No, I didn't.
So what are we doing now?
That's why you said it's going to be short?
I didn't know we were going to record tonight, so I thought we were doing it tomorrow, but then Mike seemed so excited to do it tonight.
Why didn't you say no?
Because you seem so excited.
All right.
And he actually watched a movie that had nothing to do with dreams or anything.
Oh, yeah.
So you might as well just tell us about the last movie you watched, or whatever movie you can.
Well, the thing is...
I knew you didn't watch a movie. I knew it. In all my heart.
Dude, this whole time we were supposed to, message, if we got the idea after 2 days. I never messaged you guys once about a movie. So...
Well, you didn't say no when I said I'm good.
I was like, man, I'll find something from here to there, but I did, but I just didn't want to watch them. I've been in a shit mood, so...
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Angus, because you didn't watch a movie, you get the ultimate vote.
Well, yeah, I was going to say,
The ultimate vote?
Yeah, now we're voting between me and you.
Yeah, this is the official first forfeit of the show.
Yeah, all right.
But so
we will never have another one.
No,
the one and only forfeit.
He can't pick a theme, but it'll be just me and Mike head to head, and then we just continue with the rest, and Angus still votes.
Yeah, but
oh yeah, that's right. We have more stuff to do. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We still have a couple segments left.
I can talk about what I did watch throughout the week or whatever.
Yeah, why not? Let's fill the time.
All right, so
let's hear what you got.
Yesterday I watched 2 movies. Well, let me go back. I watched fucking...
I was born in 1987.
I was born in 1987.
They called me Robert E. Lee.
Movie movies.
I
coming
always
out that
wanted to
year.
be a lumberjack, but fate had another answer in store.
I was going to be on a very unsuccessful podcast.
Hey man, we having fun. We're
I'm
talking
having-
to each other.
Dude, I'm having a
I call it a success.
great time.
Until tonight.
We got those 5 people out there. I love y'all.
Yeah, they don't love us after this show. Slow, can't talk, and we're missing a third of our show.
Dude,
I think everyone's gonna go out and watch my pussy surgery film.
I
think we're good.
Oh, that reminds me, since we have time, a shout out to my wife's assistant, Ed. He said he'd be listening. So, hey, Ed, thanks for listening.
Yo, welcome.
What,
It's
you have an
usually better
assistant?
than this.
No, my wife does.
Your wife has an assistant named Ed?
Yeah,
the-
hi, Ed.
Does-
Is it the Ed we
Does his
know?
dead
Like-
mother listen too?
No, that's a movie we watched, actually. Mike and I watched. He lives in, like, Venezuela or something. Yeah, Mike and I watched. It's kind of like a bloodless remake of Dead Alive.
Okay.
Starring
Amazing.
Steve Buscemi
It
and
was-
Ned Beatty.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Ed and his dead mother. It's so.
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
funny how we
texted me
came to
about
watch
it.
it. We were like, let's watch something on Prime because Prime has all the craziest movies. You just got to find them.
Yeah.
And so there's this website I go to where you can, I was like, okay, I'll go on there. Like, what kind of movie or when do you want to watch it from? And Mike was like, 1993. So I went
yeah,
on,
I did. Just
did the
deadpan
filters,
just said it.
looked at everything that Amazon Prime had that came out in 1993, and this is the one we settled on. And it was great. It was just this like, weird deadpan comedy, which, like I said, is a bloodless remake of Dead Alive, about this
they're
guy
like,
who...
Dude, like the IMDb's and shit are like 3.2 or something stupid. Like
Yeah, people hate it.
it was legitimate. Yeah, the IMDb or whatever had the answer as like, yeah, people hated it because it didn't have any gore, but like it didn't need gore.
It was all
fucking
over there,
amazing.
and that's what we were saying as we watched it. Was like this.
Yeah.
We've never heard of this movie before because there's no gore.
And what's
It's
it called?
about Steve Buscemi,
Ed and
Ed
his dead mother.
Okay.
and it's on Prime.
Yeah.
And Steve Buscemi plays this guy who, after a year, gets approached by a man who can reanimate the dead, and he reanimates his dead mother because he hasn't gotten over her. And of course, things go weird. And
Yeah,
then
he's a
there's this
fucking
hot-
shyster. He doesn't tell him all the stuff that goes into it.
He has a not hot neighbor who keeps coming on to him.
neighbor.
It's
Oh my
actually
God.
Kevin Sorbo's wife.
Oh yeah, Kevin Sorbo's actual wife is in it. She's pretty hot.
They weren't married at the time, but yeah,
Still, it's Kevin Sorbo's wife.
Is she hot
Yeah.
now or?
Yeah, she's okay. I mean, she's 50, so she's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay. She wasn't
She's as
ugly.
hot as
it was
Kevin
just
Sorbo.
like she was kind of like just like you're like kind of what is it? How to put it? Like 90s grunge kind of girl.
Oh.
Except she didn't dress grunge, but you know that kind of look, like the average 90s.
Yeah, she definitely did not dress grunge, but she did look the part.
You gave me
yeah.
false hope.
Plain but hot.
Yeah, she would be right. She would be right in the middle of Clerks, the movie. Like I could see her being in there.
Oh yeah, she'd fit in there. That naturalistic look. Yeah.
30.
Yeah, she'd be nodding her head, going 37 dicks.
37.
Yeah, I can see it. 30 in a row.
I love
Great.
that you guys are explaining a movie during my movie explaining time.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I
now
think
you
it's-
talk.
I think it's reasonable.
Mike got excited.
I did.
Yeah, but I don't really have one. I watched a lot of Impractical Jokers. That show is really funny. I recommend it. I watched.
Hey, what about that Eric Andre Practical Joker
But you
show? Is
can't
that any
talk
good?
about stuff you listen to.
Eric Andre's
Well, I
fun.
didn't- Me? Who are we talking about?
I thought I jumped the gun. I thought you were going to talk about something you watched.
No, I'm asking
I love that-
what he thinks about Eric Andre.
TJ just like told a whole movie to me, and then he flips out on you just because you asked, "Hey, what about that Eric Andre?" Goes, "You fucking asshole! Let a man talk!"
And then deferred to me to talk about it.
Yeah, I did defer to you. You're better at things like words.
Not tonight, I'm not.
Yeah, tonight's a bad night for DJ.
It's bad night for everybody.
Oh, yeah, so
Shit.
tell me what you think about Eric. Does he have a good show where he makes fun of people?
I watched
Or no?
the first 2 seasons. It's good. I didn't continue it,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's fun.
Okay. I saw a commercial for it. I was like, this looks pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely watch it.
It seems somewhat harmless. I hate when they're like not harmless. So.
It is, but there's also like a lot of cringe to it. Like he does like really fucked up shit. Like he'll have people in to interview him, but like they don't know that the show is a joke, and like he'll like turn up the heat as like fucking high as possible, and just be a complete dick about it.
Uh-huh. Nice. That's kind of cool.
And like puts like rotten fish in their things, so it's just like while they're interviewing, they have no idea. It's fun.
They don't be like, "Hey, there's a rotten fish in this room."
What
else did you watch?
I watched the Reign of Superman, the DC animated movie. I enjoyed it. Like I hate Superman as a character, all that, but it was fun because it was like different kinds, and I really enjoyed that Steel was in it. I like Steel. He was probably
and they gave. We can discuss it, right? I can talk.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Since
no,
I
it was
also
a
watched
discussion because I didn't watch a movie, so we're
Okay.
having a discussion.
So no, I like that they gave each of them like a fair turn.
Yeah.
Like everybody got enough screen time. Like that's something that could have failed, where somebody gets shortchanged. But they got enough screen time, and all their stories kind of blended together.
Yeah.
Actually, to a point where like when Superman showed up, I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, like it kind of sucked. Like I wish they could have done it without him.
I wish they would have done 3 parts. Like they did the Doomsday Battle in that first one.
Yeah.
And that was really good action. And then they would have this one, which would allow the story to grow more with the Superman.
Yeah.
And then the next one,
They bring him
have
back.
the Superman, and then they finally bring him back in the end, which makes his return that much more,
more epic.
exciting. It was kind of like, oh, here's Superman now, and now he's going to finish this story off.
Yeah.
Why don't you like
That's what he
Superman?
does.
I just it's a boring character.
Mm.
Like literally
I think the
most powerful, like can do anything. Like it gets boring.
Yeah, it's boring, and also it has the problem that you have to like jump through silly hoops to like disable him, or you know what I mean, or put the ones that he loves in some kind of peril, which then cripples him.
And to go
It's not-
to the actual DC movies, like that's one of the things I hate about Justice League too, is like he was dead and then they just brought him back immediately for the next thing. Like what the fuck?
They didn't let his death breathe.
Yeah, let people like let some suffering happen before you fucking just bring back a fucking god, basically. It's fucking stupid.
You know what? If they were doing it proper, like MCU, they would have probably given him his own movie to come back in, maybe.
Yeah.
But like it would have been like, I don't know. There's so many ways you could have done it better. It could have been like a Justice League movie, but not the one that they did.
Yeah. I really like out of those movies, like I thought that one had like kind of the most fun because like I liked Flash's character and everything like that, but still, it's a fucking garbage movie.
I would enjoy it, and I'd rewatch it, except it looked like shit.
Like, but in like the villain they had was supposed to be like Steppenwolf, who's like the son of like the fucking main guy or whatever, and like that's supposed to be like their Thanos or whatever, and like they just made him shitty.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze had better lines than this guy.
It was embarrassing.
It was so fucking bad. But their animated stuff is better than their live action stuff.
Animated stuff is great. I highly recommend DC animated, which brings me to my next movie, which was Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm going to try to watch that this week.
I loved it. Once you get past
was it like
how
funny or was it like dark? What was it?
It was funny. Like it was. If you're a fan of both of the original cartoons, like the 80s, 90s cartoons, you'll fucking love it. Because it mixes both of them so well. The only thing is, you have to get past Donatello's small-ass head and Raphael's, like, fucking Thanos chin.
Oh, yeah, I heard that they looked weird.
They look weird as fuck, dude, but I guess they're mutant ninja turtles, so I mean, they're gonna look weird, but...
I guess, yeah.
No.
They took creative liberty with the mutant Ninja Turtle shit.
Is April hot? I always had a crush on April.
April is not in the movie, sadly.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away because you guys are gonna... Well, TJ's gonna watch it soon, so I don't want to give too much away, but, like, really fucking enjoyed it. It's, like, one of my... Like, I watched all the special features that night. like with it, like the
that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good
You
endorsement.
said, and I've
there.
heard around that the action is incredibly good.
Yeah. The director said he took like the fight scenes, like he was inspired by the Raid movies, which it shows definitely. Like, and you guys know how much I love.
Oh, we watched. Oh no, we didn't.
We watched. No, we didn't.
Yeah,
There's a guy I follow on Letterboxd who actually watched it twice in a day.
Which one? The Ninja Turtle?
The Batman vs Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah. No, I totally
he,
get
like,
it.
put up a review and then he said, "Oh, I watched it again and it's just as good the second time." He's like watched it back to back almost. Like he just turned it off and then turned it back on again.
It was great, man. Like it's up there as one of my favorites. Like Under the Red Hood is my favorite, like of all time, but like this one is definitely top 3 material.
So what about with like Dark Knight Returns?
Dark Knight Returns is number 2.
Okay, wow, so it's right up below that one.
Yeah, like but it's a it's a different kind of movie though. It's definitely a different like.
Well, all of them have a little bit of a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like that Justice League Dark was a little different. I still haven't watched the Constantine one, but
the Constantine one's fucking great. I really liked it. Both of those were really fucking dark and like great,
gruesome.
like Justice League Dark and
Yeah.
Constantine. And I'm glad that they started doing that. Like I think it started with the Killing Joke one where they first went
rated
R.
R one. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the Killing Joke though.
Me either, and I love the story. Like it's one of the best Batman stories of all time. But like the movie,
and they kept fairly true to it.
Yeah.
I mean, they added stuff to make it like feature length, but it just seemed like it just didn't hold up in motion.
I want to rewatch it because I haven't seen it since like really it came out because I was like kind of let down, but I think it could be good on a rewatch. All right,
so this is now our DC, what is it, EU, the animated universe episode.
AU. Wait,
DCAU. Okay, fine. Anyway, the point is like whatever they're doing live action sucks, but you should totally get into their animated stuff.
and Marvel only put out like shitty animated stuff.
Oh
if you
my
remember.
god, their animated stuff is fucking unwatchable. I think I've watched 2 of them from like different when they first started doing it, and then a more recent one, and I was like, no,
They gave up.
I can't do this. Yeah, they're so bad.
They gave up like Mike gave up. He isn't even talking.
Yeah, Mike didn't want to talk about cartoon superheroes.
I haven't watched any of these films, so I don't know nothing.
Oh man, you're missing out on the DC ones. They're really good.
I probably am. Yeah.
The other thing I watched was last night. I watched Wreck-It Ralph 2. Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh,
was that as good as 1 or no?
I loved it.
no.
I loved it, but it's not as good
But
as
did
the
you love it
first.
as much as 1 or no?
No. Number 1's
Okay.
good.
But
Like number 1's the best.
still
Number
good,
1
okay.
is very good.
Yeah.
But number 2, I loved, but
I'll probably still love it.
nowhere near the first.
I always.
I
love
mean,
movies, so.
there's good humor in there, but like my official statement on it was, I swear I sat down to watch this movie like an hour at a time, 3.5 times. Like, it felt so long because the pacing was completely broken. But there's a lot of good jokes in there, but it just was too like poorly paced for me.
I don't know.
to be able to watch
I had
it
a good
again.
experience with it. I watched it in one sitting, but also I was kind of fucked up. But I liked it a lot. I'm
Cool.
burping.
It's worth watching.
I like
once.
cartoon comedies. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now, so definitely check it out if you get the chance.
Oh, I can't watch Netflix. My fucking Netflix is fucked. I'm angry.
Oh, Mike's gonna just take the soapbox to make a rant against Netflix for not their 4K.
Okay,
not
so
working.
my Netflix 4K isn't working, and it's like it's not even in HD. It's like muted. Ever since I got a new receiver for my PlayStation 4 and my TV and shit like that, and then I did like Netflix text messaging like support or whatever it's called, live chat, and I told them that my 4K isn't working on my PlayStation 4. And this is me trying to talk without notes. So I'm gonna fucking say like 500 fucking times because I can't talk. And so they were like, "Well, how do you know it's not 4K?" And I was like, "Because I know what fucking 4K looks like." And they're like, "Well, what if it's your device?" And I was like, "No, I just played a game on I played a 4K game on the PlayStation 4, and then it said the Netflix application changed my resolution." And so, like, they talked to me for, like, 15 minutes. But then they went back to, like, well, how do you know it's not 4K? And I just got so fucking angry. Like, I know what 4K is. Like, why are you speaking to me right now?
Yeah, and I saw it too. We put on because I was like, okay, let me put on a movie I know really well, just to see what he's talking about. Because I was over there, and we tried like the online tips to try to fix it, which didn't work. But we put on Ex Machina, and I don't know if you know the movie, Angus, but it's like like this futuristic.
Yeah.
Futuristic.
It's crisp.
I have the
crisp,
Blu-ray.
Crisp like an apple.
Super crisp,
Yeah.
super clear, like digital filming. And he pulled it up on his Netflix, and it was grainy and blurry.
Yeah, it's like 720 max, and the sound's muted too.
Well, what did I said? I said it looked like a decent Blu-ray transfer of a movie from 1978.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this...
I don't know how to fix it. Like, I guess I gotta call Netflix in a time where somebody in this country can pick up and understand what I mean, because that was just a misunderstanding, really.
This is bullshit,
it was just,
man.
It took me 30 minutes to get to that point, and then I said, fuck you, I'm canceling Netflix, and I went to get ice cream.
Was it texting, like, the whole time?
Yeah, it was live chat.
They do live
chat.
chats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Live chat, yeah. Whereas, like, Amazon's live chat takes care of the problem every time within seconds.
Dude, that's fucking
Netflix
crazy.
is just like, well, yeah, it's 4K. Well, you're telling me it's 4K. It's 4K. I was like, what?
This is what happens when the Obamas take over Netflix, man.
That's that's right.
So Angus's selling points are the DCAU rocks.
Yes.
And Netflix 4K ain't worth the $16 a month.
Exactly.
It is once it plays. All right, let's get to selling points, huh?
Oh, wait, I got one more. I got one more movie.
Okay.
I watched Leprechaun Returns last night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ooh, that's another one I want to watch this week. I got a lot to watch on my vacation. I'm probably not going to get to all of it.
Yeah, it's like I gave you the digital codes for some of these, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mike gave you digital codes. We do not endorse giving out codes. That is illegal. 16 Ounce Cinema
That's our codes.
does not believe in file sharing. I loved it. Steven Kostansky, who is the director of Manborg, a movie I've brought up on this show multiple fucking times. And he's also done, like, other films I love, The Void.
I think you deliberately didn't watch a movie so you could, like, just had this list. Like,
just so I could talk about these movies.
You gotta have the Manborg, gotta do the Ninja Turtles, gotta get the Leprechaun.
Hell yeah.
People gotta watch these.
Leprechaun Returns, I loved. The guy that they got to replace him sounds different than Warwick Davis. But I think he does a great job of taking up the...
What is Warwick Davis doing that, like, he won't come back or they just don't want him?
He's a fucking 92-year-old midget. Like, he can't...
He's not 92.
He's old as shit, isn't he?
No, he's not.
How old is he?
He was fucking, like... He was, like, 10 years old in Return of the Jedi. He's, like, 50.
Yeah, but midgets age like dogs. Exactly. That dude's like 137.
Well, how old is Peter Dinklage?
Like
38?
Probably 27.
That's our quote of the episode. Midgets age like dogs. Let's go back to Leprechaun.
Midgets age like dogs. That is great. It's a direct follow-up to the first movie. So
I love when they just keep doing this.
Ignores every fucking sequel.
I hope the next Star Wars is a follow-up to the first Star Wars. Ignores everything.
The Skywalker thing. They just, like, digitize him young again.
Yeah.
Ah, man, but that means we don't get Empire.
Oh, that's okay.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Empire's the best
I
one.
want something weird in Star Wars.
I'm fine with reimagining it after that. Whatever. We still have those movies.
Yeah, we still have it. It doesn't go anywhere.
I guess, yeah.
Peter Dinklage is 1 year older than Warwick Davis. Peter is 50. Warwick is 49.
Yeah, but he's not dressing up as a fucking
so young
leprechaun.
Yeah, he's a real actor.
He's legit. And maybe...
God, I would never have guessed he's in his 50s. That's wild.
Who's that, Peter or Warwick?
Peter. I don't know what Warwick looks like. I just imagine him as a fucking leprechaun.
He's starting to show his age. If you look at like pictures of like even when Game of Thrones started to now, it's 8 years. Anyway, Leprechaun.
Good. Great movie. Watch it.
He returned to the hood.
It's $10 on Blu-ray at Walmart. Go buy it, people.
All right.
And that is my whimsical, dreamy movie sequence.
That was pretty whimsical.
Dream a little dream.
Dream.
All right, so Mike and I both already gave up our selling points, basically. You, of course, know that my movie's crazy. There's just constant weird shit going on the whole time.
Black Angel named D'Angelo.
Black D'Angelo.
I always think it's a good selling point to have a quick, short, easy-to-watch movie. So it's only 50 minutes of your time. So, if you're curious, and it's right there on archive.org to stream.
With no subtitles.
You don't need them. You really don't.
Okay,
And
Mike just fucking threw a stick right in your spokes right there. I forgot about that.
But you watched an entire Bollywood movie without subtitles. What does it matter to you?
And it fucking lost. Remember?
The two moments
it didn't win.
where they actually speak aren't subtitled. There's only like a 1 minute of speaking in this movie. The last thing is
defend yourself.
that so Jean Cocteau got financing just from rich people, whatever. They were his patrons to make the movie.
He had a Patreon?
And they were actually he had a Patreon
That's cool as
to make
shit.
Blood of the Poet. And he actually put the patrons in the crowd box scene or the theater box scene as part of the crowd.
That's the ones that paid over $10,000. You got the extra in the movie experience.
Oh, they paid like 1 million francs, yeah. And so
that would
they
be
were
cool
up there
if back
clapping
then they
and
had
cheering and stuff.
D-Box. It shakes you with the play and shit.
It's just like two guys smoking cigarettes. Like,
behind doing it. Like in fucking tank top, like dirty
spray
tank
water
tops.
on you every time it's like a rainy scene.
Jean-Claude, move! I'm going as fast as I can!
That was a pretty good French
I
accent.
loved it. That's my favorite accent you've ever done.
Yeah.
So he filmed them as part of this crowd, but when they found out this crowd was watching a guy shoot himself in the head and blood pouring out of his wound from a pentagram, they didn't want to be in it. So that's when he reshot it, and he reshot it with that transvestite I told you about. Or I don't know if this person was that was just his job, or if he was when he was off the clock, he was dressing up as
the only
female acrobat
person
as well.
that wasn't disturbed by this movie was a goddamn transvestite in 1938 or whatever. It
Yeah,
was.
he's like, oh yeah, I'll clap to someone killing themselves. Put me up there.
Yeah, I
Dress
have
as
no
a woman.
morals.
So, Mike, how are you selling the Dead Ringers?
So aside from Jeremy Irons doubles, another Jeremy Irons special here is that he had 2 dresser rooms for this film, one for each character. So whenever he was filming, he would go to a different dressing room.
You're giving us background facts of the movie?
What?
You're giving background facts?
So, yeah, you watch the special features?
Oh no, that was just I found that Googling around the movie. I didn't watch the special features. Although I did order the Blu-ray like an hour ago, or I mean like 2 hours ago. So I'm excited.
An hour ago, while I was talking about mine.
My movie was really good.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. He's going off on his surrealism in France again.
And directors and knowing actors' names.
Yeah. It's also the favorite Cronenberg film of Korean director Chan-wook Park of Old Boy and the Vengeance trilogy fame.
Okay.
So that's cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that.
And then the original name of this movie was actually
It's probably
Twins.
it's the only one without shit coming out of people's stomachs except for that one scene. So.
Yeah.
The original name of this movie was Triple Puss.
Was and Vince Steelsberg was in it. What's his name?
What'd you call him?
Vince Veelsberg?
Vince Nielsberg.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Triple.
Okay.
Dude, if that's not the name of the episode, I don't know what is.
OBGY Twins starring Vin Diesel.
So as I was saying, Twins
Baby,
was
you're
the original
beautiful
name
on the
of this
inside.
movie, but the Cronenberg sold the rights to the guy who directed. He sold the rights to Twins.
David
guy.
Groening.
Growing bird.
That's. I think we got the gist of that one. That's my
Growing in his
selling point.
vagina.
I've been out now. Now I'm imagining The Simpsons, directed by David Cronenberg.
All right, let's get to our
Oh yeah,
favorite
now it's
segment.
the time where we do the part with the event horizon. That we call it the horizon shift.
Shift.
Right.
I'm so done with this
Let's
show.
Pause for the music. Hold on. Shh. All right, there it goes. So
That was just us holding our breath.
So mine has I mean, it's fairly obvious. Like, a guy jumps through a portal and has hellish visions. That's one of them,
yeah.
you know. And,
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. You win.
there's also like, at least it's not cool. There's also like the statue and the hand that gives him the gun, or like trying to get him to kill himself, which is very much what the Event Horizon was doing to people, trying to get them to kill themselves. And one other thing would be that The Blood of a Poet is very much so a special effects film. Just like Event Horizon relied very heavily, of course, on special effects as a sci-fi film. So that's my piss poor Horizon shift, but it's better than my last 8, so...
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm ignoring the fact that heroined out Beverly looks exactly like evil Dr. Weir, and that the
But he
redhead
goes cut up?
well, no, before super evil, like as he's
Like,
becoming evil,
semi-evil.
before the facial deconstruction. Demi-evil, thank you.
Okay.
And I'm also ignoring the fact that the redhead that D'Angelo is banging also looks like medical technician Peters. And I'm gonna go with the not so slow and not so subtle descent into madness here. D'Angelo kind of maintains the Captain Miller suaveness and coolness that eventually crumbles, and Beverly goes straight to batshit crazy Dr. Weir levels, which is one reason I guess they look so familiar to me. And that's my horizon shift.
Cool.
All right,
Cool.
so
Fuck you.
Angus gets to vote.
Angus, who's winning this year's whatever we're doing?
I just want to say my horizon shift between all my movies and Event Horizon is
Yeah.
I would watch them all again.
That's true, yeah. You
I
do
would
watch
watch
ones that are all
every
rewatchable.
single one of them again,
That's a pretty good one.
which I have done with Event Horizon, like, what, 13 times now? Shit, I don't even know.
I think we're up to a little more, but yeah. Well, I'm up to a little more, I think, but yeah.
All right. So, do I have to just make the call?
Yeah, you got it.
You
You're
vote
the winner here, brother.
because, like, you know, like, why? I don't. Why am I gonna vote for Mike so he wins?
I want to hear your reasons for
Like-
voting for it.
for
No, Angus is the winner. I mean, Angus is the
winner.
chooser.
All right, well, the movie that I choose for next one, the theme, because I won. All right.
No, you just vote.
No, I
You-
know. He
pick
said I
the winner
won.
between
I was
the two
making
of
a
us.
joke.
I
Settle
know, but he
down.
was making fun of me because
No.
I misspoke.
Settle down, fucker. I know what I'm doing. God damn.
All right.
Motherfuckers,
Let's
just
hear it,
trust
brother.
me. I know what I'm doing.
Let's hear it. I trust you.
All right.
Not with my
You're on
life,
so many
but maybe
drugs. How can we?
Fuck you.
I'll trust you with my Blu-ray.
Scratch him.
All right.
Oh, by the way, that
Oh my
transvestite was from Texas originally.
Hell yeah.
He ended up in Europe because his career thrived there.
Well, yeah, like in Texas in the 30s. Like, Texas
Yeah,
now
Texas
you
in
would get
the
the shit beat out of you, I think.
Yeah.
No air conditioning, and you're a man, woman. That sucks.
So he had to go to France.
Yeah, France is a lot more accepting of things. Except Hitler came up soon after that, so that probably sucked.
They weren't very accepting. You guys were. You bowed right
Let's
the
hear
fuck
it,
down.
man. I want to hear
France
the winner.
got overtaken too.
Yeah, France got fucked
Took
up.
him a little later.
Yeah, there'd be no transvestite in Poland. Yeah, that's not Poland. I don't think liked the trans people.
What, is it
in
too
the
cold?
1930s. Yeah, it's too shriveled. It's too shriveled.
It's kind of funny.
That seems like the shriveling would help you to be a transvestite.
I don't know. Whichever way you're going, I guess. What if it goes the other way?
Are you gonna go my way?
What?
No, you could be a woman going to a man. That's bigger, more
might be
blood
less
flow.
convincing in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shit. I don't know, man. Fuck. Cronenberg or weird fucking 30s fucking movie.
You would never watch his movies.
Mine actually was on theme, or closer.
Yeah, yours was not on.
Mine had a very dreamy, like, atmosphere with two brothers.
Literally,
characters.
I hate doing this. I really fucking hate doing this.
You're not flipping a
No.
coin.
I did it last time.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I would watch Mike's movie probably more than TJ's, but the fact that Mike made the episode genre or whatever, like the theme, and didn't even fucking really follow it the way it should have been and the way it sounded, I'm going with TJ.
Woo!
I'm sorry,
All
man.
right, oh no, he's so quiet now.
Oh, I wasn't happy, but I'm understanding.
I'm sorry, dude. Like I said, I would most likely watch your. I wouldn't watch it, but if I was,
we all have our criteria, and TJ's got the criteria.
But
going.
it's so fucking weird that you chose the theme and fucking strayed so far away from it.
I didn't expect to win so hard. I was nervous. I was wrong. I've never been this depressed in my life. I'm very. I really wanted the tree peat there. Well, I didn't get it.
Dude, if you just have a nice daydream, you can get through this.
I'm gonna do some pussy surgery later.
Hell yeah, dude. Save me too.
If I can find the prop. Imagine if I can find the pussy props from this movie. That would be fucking awesome. TJ comes over. I just have a bunch of fucking Raptar-looking pussy instruments all over my
Raptar?
Look like dinosaurs. I told you they look like dinosaur feet.
Raptar. Gotta find that Raptar.
Well, Raptar, like Rugrats.
Boy, oh boy, is he in any trouble? Is he trouble? Boy, oh boy, is he in trouble when we find that Raptar.
Raptar cereal.
I guess TJ gets to pick a theme for a movie.
Yeah, I'm looking at I don't have as many saved in my notes as
Look,
I thought
something.
I did.
Let's see something organic, something new, something fresh, something cool, something hip.
Something I can make up on the
one you
spot.
would hate me for, and I would hate doing as well.
We've already hated you several times.
Yeah, you've done the worst fucking... Alright, Mike has done the worst selections in not knowing what the fuck he's talking about, but you've literally just made the worst, like, fucking choices.
I don't know, I like the Bollywood episode.
Well, see, I'm like Mike, where I have a specific movie in mind, but I try to keep it broad for you guys. So
ooh, we're watching broad movies. Movies about women.
Broads are cool. What are we watching, TJ?
Let's do 70s comedies.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Simple, easy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not too divisive. Plenty of room to
we're going to get divisive.
What? You're just going to pick a drama now. You're watching Chinatown.
Oh my god.
That's a drama.
Okay, at least you know that.
Now. Fucking asshole.
Oh, no, I always knew that. I just knew episode 2 was a comedy.
That was episode 7 or 8.
No, I said comedy, not comedy drama. It's got to be funny.
No, I fucking got it. You relax.
Okay.
Dramedy? Or comma?
All right. We've been
Blamity.
16-ounce cinema. Thank you for still being here after this episode.
We hope you're
This
still
was a
here.
great episode. I think I really brought us all together here with my movie.
You cocky son of a bitch! Dude, I kept this thing entangled like 3 pussies mixed into one. Oh, dude, that's kind of us.
That is kind of hot.
No, I said us.
Like a swirl. Oh.
We're all 3 like fucking cervixes in one.
Like an asterisk?
Mediocre.
They look like an asterisk on the outside?
I don't know what's going
A
on.
fucking beef sandwich.
Like they're So you're imagining a sarlacc, Mike.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get some fries. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody,
They go to Facebook.
Yeah, go to our Facebook. Follow us on iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. Leave us reviews. Social media, Instagram,
We're on Alexa
Twitter.
now too. Alexa, play 16-ounce cinema, and it should work.
Oh, I was hoping it would say it if you did that. Is your Alexa there?
It's in the other room.
Is she listening?
Probably. They always
What's her
listen.
name?
Hi, Alexa.
Alexa.
Oh.
You thought
I thought you could name her.
you had like a special pet name
No.
for her?
No. Well, I'll ask her.
Jazzy.
Bazzy?
Bazzy.
Jazzy. All right, let's get out of here. Come
Jesus Christ, dude.
All
what the
right.
fuck
Yeah.
are you talking about?
I'm just gonna walk away.
on. All right, goodbye. I mean, I'm turning it off.
Huh?
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button.
Jesus Christ.
He's still here. You can't get away.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
You get a cervix. You get a cervix. Everybody gets a cervix.
Ah. I'm startled.
Yeah, cool. Cervixes.